Hey guys, it's Jen. There's Wiley. Grumpy Lily back there. Anywho, we wanted to make a video today to thank God for bringing all of you awesome YouTube people into our lives lately. And we have gotten so much wonderful support and kindness from our YouTube community, and we just wanted to tell y'all that each and every one of you guys is amazing. However, today we wanted to give a special shout out to Mike and Chelsea over at Vision Acres Homestead. They have gifted us with a very generous donation, and we are taking it to Sam's Club today to stock up on some much needed supplies for our Wednesday meals for the homeless. So, let's go.
We interrupt this program to bring you some information on the way we live.
That was good. Okay. So, we just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about us and the way that we live. I don't know how to say it, other than saying that we are pretty darn frugal people. We live in a 500 square foot tiny home. Now that's a little bit over that since we built the add-on. But when I quit my job as a letter carrier, I cashed in part of my retirement to pay everything off. So we don't have a house payment or a land payment. We have normal bills like our car insurance, our cell phones, our water bill.
No,
not even
we
water
don't
bill.
have a water bill.
No.
We're on a well.
Yeah, we have wells. Like electric,
Yeah.
car insurance, cell phones, and animal feed. That's it, right?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, like we don't have internet yet. That might be coming soon because of this YouTube stuff. But we don't have a subscription to any streaming services. We don't go out to eat. I don't get my hair or nails done. We don't wear name brand clothes. When we do buy clothes, it's from secondhand from the thrift store.
I have to force her every now and then to put mascara on. That's about all she ever wears.
Yeah, I don't spend a bunch of money on makeup. I buy a $7 tube of CoverGirl mascara once or twice a year.
She won't even buy me a comb. I have to shave my head.
Yeah.
Won't buy me a razor.
Yeah, we're just super frugal people. We don't I don't know how to say it. We don't drive fancy cars. Our vehicles are paid for.
Guys, we literally don't go out to eat. We don't eat at fast food restaurants. We don't sit down at restaurants. And before COVID hit, we might have eaten out. It was less than once a month. And that's stretching it. Like, it was once every few months, maybe, that we would have eaten out. And with the size of our family, it would cost, I don't know, $100, you think? Yeah.
It costs about $100 to take our family out to eat for dinner. And that's not at a fancy place. That's at like Chili's or, something. And we realized that by living frugally and if we spent $100 for one meal for us, that would be 2 weeks. That would feed the homeless for 2 weeks. 2 Wednesdays.
Two of our feedings.
Two of our feedings. And we could feed 50 plus people each time for that. So we really can't justify going out to eat and spending $100 on one meal. And we may not even have leftovers to take home. So we just don't. And oftentimes we go out to eat and we feel like we could have made it better at home.
It's not that we feel like we could have made it better than at home.
she can make it better at home. I mean, she is absolutely amazing cook, and
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
and she cooks everything from scratch. I mean, I'd say 90% of our stuff is scratch.
We buy store-bought noodles because making noodles is kind of extensive, and we don't have the equipment for that. But really, like, we buy tomato sauce in a can still because our garden behind us didn't put off as much as we'd hoped this year. You can see it's big and beautiful, and our tomato plants are taller than we are. But we got a whole lot of cherry tomatoes, and our guineas pretty much took the rest of our tomatoes. So there's still things that we buy that are prepared, but for the most part, we cook from scratch.
Yeah.
And that saves us a lot of money.
And guys, this was all leading up to this. The reason we paid the place off, the reason we done what we done, the reason we live the way we live is to be able to do what we're doing, to be able to feed the homeless, to be able to prepare these meals, to
somebody just got here.
I don't know.
We don't know who it is.
We don't know who just pulled up.
We don't have very many unexpected visitors, so we're gonna
Oh,
have
it's
to go check
FedEx
this
or
out.
somebody. Here, I'm gonna let you finish talking.
Oh, it's Amazon. I don't even remember what we ordered. Y'all, before I met Wiley, I was a single mom and I had 4 kids. And even though I had a good job working at the post office, I made a decent wage. But after taxes and paying for health care and other deductions, I only had $125 per pay period every 2 weeks to spend on groceries to feed the kids and I. And so I learned that there wasn't any room for chips or soda or candy or snacks or popsicles or ice cream or any of that. And my kids would be like, why can't we have this? And I'm like, because it doesn't offer any nutritional value. So I got to a point where if it wasn't packed with nutrition, I couldn't afford to buy it. So I was buying food to nourish our bodies, not to have something tasty to snack on. So that it was, and you buy pizza pockets and cheese sticks, and the kids wipe them out in a couple days, and then there'd be no food in the fridge, and I couldn't afford to live that way. So that's the story behind me being frugal. And then I met this guy. And and so we still practice those methods. Like, we still, when we go grocery shopping, we try to get the most bang for our buck, and that's part of the reason we can keep the costs so low when we're feeding people. If you didn't know it, we usually keep the cost of our meals between $1 and $1.50 per serving. So, you were saying something before Amazon showed up.
I honestly don't remember what I was saying. So, well, I think I was just saying that the reason, we're doing this because we want to, because this helps us we paid everything off. We done what we done to be able to serve other people. Although things worked out a little different than we had planned, it's still working out great.
By the way, just to be open about it, we paid everything off, and then we financed a tractor. So, we have that bill too, but because we have the sawmill and we do a lot of woodwork stuff and farm and unloading bulk feed and things like that, we really don't know how we lived without the tractor before.
Yeah.
So, it's been awesome to have. So, just out of complete transparency here, like our tractor is the only thing that we have financed.
That is
Everything
the luxury item we have.
Our tractor, I guess, is our only luxury item. And it's a tool around here, and it gets used daily. So, but yeah, we live this way because we want to live this way. when I was, growing up, I always told people that if I didn't have to work for a living, I would live to serve people. And I didn't think I'd ever actually get to a point where I could do that. But here we are.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, we're pretty much debt free aside from our tractor. And it's awesome. So we have made a lot of choices to be frugal, and it doesn't bother us to go without. I mean, we don't feel like we're going without. We don't feel like we're missing out on anything by not going to the mall and buying name brand clothes, or going out to eat at fancy restaurants, or going on vacations. We don't feel like we're missing out on all of that because we've created a life that we don't feel like we need a vacation from.
Right.
And part of the reason that we're talking about all of this is because when Mike and Chelsea had made their donation, they asked us what we needed, like for us. They asked what we needed, and we responded, well, we could use this and this and this and this and this for feeding people. And they're like, no, what do you need? And we're like, well, we don't really need anything. Like, we are pretty all right. And so we just wanted to give you guys kind of an idea of how we live, because we don't feel like we're missing out on anything.
So the thing we done was, and it helps us out in both areas. I think it's going to help our family tremendously.
But it also helps our cause.
It also helps our cause tremendously. Was we used the money that he asked us to spend on ourselves to buy a Sam's membership. And so now we're able to go buy bulk for feeding the homeless. And not only that, but we can get even cheaper groceries for our family.
Yeah, and
things we need.
And we can keep our food costs. We can bring our food costs down even a little bit more by shopping at Sam's rather than at our local grocery store.
So I don't know that there's a whole lot more to say, but I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. So thanks again to Mike and Chelsea.
Yes, very much so.
At Vision Acres Homestead, in case we didn't say that already.
And now we're going to get on to our shopping spree. You're going to see what we was able to get. You're going to see what Mike and Chelsea was able to buy, or what we was able to buy
with the money that they
with
gave us,
their donation.
And we believe that it's going to go a long way. A long way.
Compared to what we're used to, it's amazing what we was able to get. So now we're going to take you on a tour of that.
So let's get back to the regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. See you guys later.
lots of trash bags to go with the trash can that Tony brought us last week from our cabin in the woods. These are going to be a game changer. I don't know if you can see it. It's really like crinkled up. We got 3 cases of these.
375 plates.
Which is really awesome because we've been serving, if you guys haven't seen it, we've been serving on styrofoam plates, which works, but oftentimes people ask for a to-go box so that they can take it home to a mom or a girlfriend or, you know, whatever the case may be, because they might live with somebody who can't get out of the house.
Or they just may want to take some home for them to eat later.
Or they just might, yeah, exactly. They might just want some for later. So, those are going to be awesome. Okay. We got 1,000 individually wrapped spoons and 1,000 individually wrapped forks. That way we're not putting our dirty hands all over there somewhere. Just kidding. Our hands aren't dirty. 500 feet of heavy-duty aluminum foil. Here is a
300-foot roll.
A 300-foot roll of tablecloth. So that's gonna, I think that'll cover the table lots and lots of times.
Oh, yeah.
Over 2,200 sheets of paper towels. We went with paper towels because napkins blow away a lot easier than a roll of paper towels do. And then we got 36 aluminum pans. Y'all know that these aren't cheap. They're usually a couple bucks a piece. But we got 2 packs of 18. Do you remember how much they cost?
I think they was like $10 a piece.
Yeah, I think they're around $10 each for the package of them. And so this haul is going to last us a while.
A month. I mean, you know, certain things is going to last about a month, but I think a couple of months for the biggest part.
You gotta bend down. All I can see is your beard.
Oh, that's all right. They can look at my belly.
Yeah.
See how good you cook.
Yeah. Well, Mike and Chelsea, this is how we spent your money. And our portion of it went towards membership so that we can continue to save money on the things that we need the most for our cause.
Not only for our cause, but for our family.
Yeah. Yep, because while we were there, we saw lots of things that we can use for our family too. And we're like, wow, that A1 steak sauce, we get 2 for the price of 1 at our local grocery store. So bet we'll be going back for some A1.
And I believe they was actually bigger bottles. Not only was there 2, but they was bigger bottles than what we usually buy.
Yeah.
If we buy any.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a great haul.
It was a great day. It was a great day.
This is going to be a couple of probably 2 months worth of.
Yeah, we think it'll last at least 2 months. Let's see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Y'all hang out and let us inspire you to do something nice for somebody else.
Yep. We'll be here.
Have a blessed day, guys. Till next time.